Hi, welcome to the director's commentary for Dr. Lobongier. This is Frederick, or ForsakenVenom, and joining me today is a special guest.
I played Dr. Lobongier, and I was the secondary director for this film and the choreographer as well.
His name's Ross Whiteley, so he was partially the director. So what I wanted to do for this scene was, in general, switch the logo up for a bit by having it be from the perspective of Lobongier's mind, where, you have his little thoughts on everyone going on, where you see the red text and overlaid by the people who are important in his life in the Lobongier universe in the title screen. But so this part, what was your reaction to filming in front of a wall, just talking in front of it?
Well, the place we filmed at was pretty much a big community area, which I'm pretty sure literally in the other room was like a wrestling match.
Yeah, we
kind of
just showed up and started.
It was like filming. A wrestling match in the other room.
Yeah.
So, pretty much this scene that you're looking at here, is in that hallway. That was not busy at all, thankfully.
Yeah, no.
But that was funny.
Yeah.
This was fun because I was in full suit, full everything, and I like wearing a suit from then to then. If I get the chance to, I'll do it.
I believe organizing this scene in general, just to get it to happen, was kind
of
a mess.
So the character who plays Sasha here is Lori.
Great actress. She's, in my opinion, she's legitimately the best.
Even
character.
With her son there.
Yeah, she's legitimately the best character in the series.
Yeah.
Hands down.
Except for the
main bad guy.
Except for my character.
Well, that's kind of some bias.
Yeah.
But, objectively written, I think she might be better than
But,
Ethan.
I'm pretty sure you can see a cameo. I don't know if it's in this one or the later one. But it's in this bit right here. You see red glasses that are in her hands. Those are from Dr. Lobongier.
Or Lobongier 3.
Not Dr. Lobongier Syndrome 3.
Yeah, okay, so this was very interesting. We both, initially when he was the director...
we got my friend here, David Chapman,
He was recast.
It was originally by Daniel Cisneros, which is in the bloopers version.
And deleted scenes.
Yes, deleted scenes. So we got David Chapman to do it, and I'm pretty sure in that deleted scenes, you get to see Chapman just ripping that suit just by, flexing.
So, initially, the problem with Cisneros was that the army suit... Well, the time, but the army suit was too small on him. It would not have fit.
He was like a polar bear from Zootopia, simple as that. That's how I would describe him.
But when I approached you to direct this film, what was your general reaction
to it? At first I was like, okay, yeah, I can't do this. And then I was like, okay, I will try.
I should have known. It was probably a little too much.
Because I did do some choreograph stuff for this film.
He helped a bit with directing on Proterium, so that kind of
I did the choreograph for Proterium, this movie,
and Lobongier 3. You did the choreograph.
Scream and Scream More.
He's basically the choreograph guy for all of them. But I thought
to be honest, some of the ideas that I wanted to do didn't get in because one of them involved me literally body slamming.
Yeah. Yeah, I figure
which would have looked cool. Also, we would have had to put a mat down.
There was a bit like a differing of opinions on what the film was going to be at first. Where initially you thought it was like a horror, right? Just a straight horror film.
Then I realized eventually that it was more like
I should have communicated that better.
More like a psychological thriller.
Well, yeah, and that's what ended up like a dark kind of character study.
There's a scene here. Red glasses are back.
Yeah.
There's a scene here that happens. I think it's later on where I jokingly enter the bathroom.
That was in the bloopers.
Yeah, that's my favorite blooper because that is when I became funny.
You were unfunny before, but you became funny.
yeah. Right at that moment, I was like, okay, I get a sense of comedy.
Yeah, but no, we took this I think the most serious we've ever been. This is I don't know what the fan reaction and reception to this one is, but it's obviously the most popular view-wise. I think, honestly, which one was the best in your opinion, though, of the series? Because I think, personally, it's either this or Praetorium.
I'm going to simply be honest with you. I'm the lead character in this. Come on. You already know my answer. It's this one.
Yeah, but this one, I think...
But, we had more actors for Praetorium, so... I'd say that Praetorium...
had the more ensemble cast.
It was a lot more fun to film.
But this one
was more enjoyable. We got to see Laurie act, which was insane because I was constantly asking, "Hey, you okay?" And then later on I'll point out which
the editing parts.
That.
Yeah. Okay. So
something interesting that I think is only in a post-credit is where we figure out that Sasha's stepdad...
No, at the end, like at the very end, it happened.
It's at the very end. Okay, yeah. Then I'll leave that.
The reason, I know, like, a lot of people, I guess, had questions about why there were title cards in front of certain scenes. The reason for that being is that initially there was one scene that we were doing that just didn't flow well with each other, so I thought maybe we should put a title card in front of it. Yeah, but
sorry.
And then I figured, well, okay, it's gonna feel weird and out of place if, like, it's the only scene, so...
Fun fact here, Lori got a parking ticket.
Yeah, no. But it's fine, you know. She was a good sport about it. But it was incredibly fun to do this, like, just going to different places. This is the one film I think we did where we went to the most places.
Oh, yeah. Praetorium was under a bridge.
Yeah, Praetorium was under a bridge. We
and
had
at a park. We went to a bar for this one.
Yeah, we got permission from the bar people to do that. That's why they were shouted out in the credits. Because I remember I went in and you guys were asking.
They even offered Fred here a little filming gig that just to film
in the future sometime down the line. But, like, it was nice. But this, like, right here, I remember... vaguely, I tried, like, you know, you can see in the background they were doing some construction there. I almost tripped over myself walking backwards recording.
And you had the camera.
Yeah, I had the camera, but I think in general this one had the best cinematography.
Oh, by the way, in about halfway in between this film, I'm pretty sure you see when this shirt gets broken. You
really?
Because one of the buttons were torn off. Also, that gray shirt there, I gave blood. So that was I gave blood shirt.
Yeah,
so Dr. Lobongier is a charitable but evil.
I'm gonna have to try and figure out and remember which scenes you directed, because there were some...
I did this one.
Yeah.
I remember that I did this one where I positioned the camera and then I kind of just walked around doing my own things. I don't know why I put back on the glasses. Like, come on.
What was your reaction to directing some of this scene in particular? Like, what were your
this
thoughts?
One, I really like this scene. It just kind of gives the emotion because it's quiet. I'm like a secondary director, which I weirdly directed most of the scenes where, like, no one talked.
No, you were like the director for a majority of them. I came in at the end and finished up the
because
duties.
I was like, what am I doing?
It was a lot on him. I shouldn't have done that, though.
No, but
I should have given you something smaller to direct.
It was an experience, which actually, I looked into this. There are normally two directors for movies, which is the primary and the secondary, which the primary goes over scenes where it's like they do lines. But the secondary does, like, scenes where there's nothing. Like, no lines, just movement. That's what the secondary director does.
The fun thing about this scene right there where you were throwing the papers is that...
Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, but, like, the thing that I wanted to do for that is that initially I wanted to have it be 2003 or some kind of year that he graduated, realized he didn't get into the college at Harvard. But I wanted to make it more vague, instead put that day. Like, he doesn't even remember the year or the day. He just remembers it as that day.
That day.
Yeah.
And we kind of implied that I was drinking here.
Yeah, like he had coffee and then he was going to bed.
Yeah, I pulled an all-nighter pretty much, and then Lori came in, surprisingly knew where my key was.
This was a very interesting scene to film, because in general...
Also, I'm pretty sure... never mind. I'll say that later.
What?
This scene was actually fun to film because the glass here left a residue on that table.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't move it for like a month. It stayed there. It fucking stayed there. Same with the glasses and the broken phone.
What was your, just in general, like, when I sent you the script, what did you think of it initially?
First of all, I read it 5 times, and then I saw several, with one word, mistakes.
It was
and I'm not going to bring that up because I made sure you saw all of them.
Good Lord, yeah.
It was like, were and where.
This was a very interesting scene to film.
It was like,
trying to react to nothing, essentially, right here, where you're on the phone.
Oh, this was fun.
I had to ADR the lines over it, but...
Yeah, I had to react to nothing, the timing, which, Fred, you actually helped direct this bit, because you had to do something with your hands so I can know timing, I think.
I know exactly a couple scenes that you directed. You directed the scene where you knock me out. You directed the scene where you and Sasha were, like, drinking after the success. You guys did the animal testing. You guys did that. What other scene did you do?
I did the scenes where I asked Lori to pretty much throw me on the ground.
Yeah.
Which that happens.
You did the finale. You did, like, the ending bit.
That happens later on. You did the final.
Yeah, I did the final scene
minute. You did the final minute.
But
which was so good.
You did the Lori V when she realizes that Dr. Lobongier killed her sister, which honestly, initially, I was going to have us show her the corpse of the sister.
That would have been fucked.
Yeah, no, I didn't. I held off on that.
So dark.
Yeah, I was like, no. Like, I'm willing to have the implications that she's dead there, but I'm not, like, I don't think anyone wants to see a dead child's corpse like that in the closet.
Definitely not. But we implied you do see some corpses here.
Yeah, no, you do see.
Later on. But this story, I think someone's about to show up that you'll all recognize.
Yeah.
Which I think it actually comes right after this scene. And Fred had the wild idea for why Ethan got the job.
Yeah. Okay, so it was like I was rewatching Dr. Lobongier. Or not Dr. Lobongier. I was rewatching Praetorium a bit before today, and I was thinking about, there's actually quite a bit of foreshadowing for this film in Praetorium, you know, with the opening sequence being taking place in 2009, and then you have his mask, the same mask from Dr. Lobongier in that one.
Yeah.
So there was quite a bit of foreshadowing, and I think this, Dr. Lobongier and Praetorium actually complement each other fairly well.
Oh, yeah, it does. It's like, this is where you meet.
Yeah, the sister. She was a very good actress in this. I think she added a lot of emotion. I wanted to keep her out of the trailer as much as possible. You directed this scene too, right?
Yes, I did, actually.
Yeah.
I did this scene. That whole shot was mine.
What was it like working with a child actor?
Oh, she was great. She wanted to keep the wig on originally, then I was like, okay, that might not be the best idea.
But then she had I think it was either her or my mom had the idea where,
it was your mother that had the idea, why don't Lori just pull it off?
Yeah, it's like she was messing around, she's goofing around. She's a child, right?
Yeah, she's goofing around, she goofing gaffing.
But I wanted to keep her out of the trailer because A, she's my sister, and B, I wanted to sort of... like, the moment you see her appear in the trailer, you know what's going to happen in the film.
Yeah.
Like, you know, child...
Unfortunately, like, the serum didn't work.
Yeah, something's going to happen between them.
I directed most of these scenes with camera angles and everything. I think you did this one.
Yeah, I did the
because I was in the
camera
bathroom.
I'm
pretty sure for these two.
But like partially, some of this, like their activities together, was inspired by like what my sister would do, where she would, you know, do
Your
karaoke.
Your sister does a lot of coloring and karaoke. I can confirm that.
Like with my parents, and I thought, oh, you know, what if we integrate that into the character? Like this is obviously like your character is very just like closed off from everyone else. He wants to be sort of just stern, headfast, like. Nothing else gets in the way of his work. But Sasha, like, clearly is, you know, she's more empathetic. She's a human. Like, she has her family comes first. And, well, that is just, like, a nice contrast between the two. Like, you know, like, it's just a conflict that's about to happen. And you know, like, some shit is about to go down.
Yeah, so, the daughter of Sasha's character gets sick a lot.
The sister.
Yeah, the sister?
Yeah, it's a sister.
Why am I just realizing this?
But
now Dr. Lobongier low-key hates children.
Yeah, no, he sees, well, specifically Sasha's daughter, because he sees her as someone who gets in the way constantly.
Now, I don't know if it's this one or he knows later on, No, he knows at the end of...
Yeah, he figures out at the end, but
Okay, he figures out at the end.
Even in Briterium, when I was directing that one, I made it explicitly clear that Dr. Lobongier is a guy who studies his enemies first before he makes a move. And even then, in this one, before he makes a move, he studies that. Like, throughout the film, it might not be clear immediately, like how it was in Briterium, where he was looking at Ethan running away before he goes in the elevator. Here, he sees that her sister is a weakness to her, and how she takes priority over her.
Something fun, that Red Bull is full of Cheez-Its.
Yeah.
And that is white almond bark down there, too.
I really liked the montage scene, though. Here,
Oh, yeah.
like
You did the montage scene.
I did the montage scene.
And then you did this part, which was so annoying to clean up.
I think... I remember I saw on YouTube somewhere where a good sequel is a sequel that makes the others better.
This is a prequel.
Yeah, a prequel, but technically it's a sequel.
This is like the first movie. If it was timeline order,
yeah,
you watch this before all of them.
But like in real life, this is a sequel to the others, like a continuation, like a next one in the series. And the next one in the series, like the sequel, has to improve on the original. It has to make it retroactively better to make it a better sequel.
Also, I look like Dr. Nefarious.
Yeah, we had a joke about that on set, that you look like Dr.
It's in the bloopers, I think, right? Nefario?
It is, but...
That was funny.
I think this retroactively made the trilogy a lot better. Same with Briterium. I think
also,
those two...
My hair, yeah.
The dog.
Best actor.
You filmed this one. What was it like to hold the dog in your hand?
My.
I remember we had multiple takes.
Is he gonna bite me?
No, he wasn't gonna bite you. Well,
is he gonna kill my cat?
You were so insistent on showing him to Kush, but
I know.
like...
And then the second we did it was like...
Yeah, but the thing is for this one, is that we wanted
he's so happy.
Yeah, is that... I remember we had multiple takes, because he was obviously... he wanted to be near me at all times on set, like, so...
I'm pretty sure you were off camera.
Yeah, I was
like
off camera.
Barely off camera.
That's why he was partially kind of like that. He was staring at me. He was also staring at the script. I thought that was kind of cute. He's reading his lines.
And then I'm also reading my lines.
Yeah, cool. The thing is, though, like, normally I wouldn't want to keep that in, but I feel like for this, it makes sense.
It's test footage.
Yeah, it's test footage. It's supposed to be amateur. It's supposed to be like they're reading it for the government. And I really liked it.
Max is so happy here.
He's so cute. I liked him. We had him in number 1, so obviously we gotta bring him back. Yeah, and then now, like, having this, like, it's a whole new perspective on the scene from part 1 and then part 3, where now we see who's behind the camera.
Yeah.
And that just kind of switches up on everything. Now you're like, oh, shit. And then you filmed this scene right here. The reason why there was a blanket in the background is that we had that, like, thumbtacked up against the window, right?
To make it nighttime later on in the scene. Later on in the movie, and I did this one too, and I had to put your phone in the freezer.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the other scene you did, where it was me with my mom.
Yes, I did do that one. I did.
Yeah, and
I asked permission to go into
the
her
bedroom first before, but
when I'm over at other people's places, I ask permission.
I remember we did this scene on the same day we did the scene where it was
me.
And
the promotional footage for this. For this scene was Freddy Fazbear chocolate and soda.
Fucking Christ. the Freddy Fazbear chocolate
and soda. Which it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad, but like that was, to think, like, retroactively, that was the first time we saw the Isaac costume, the new one.
Yeah.
It's fucking Five Nights at Freddy's, bro.
Hi. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure this is just water.
Yeah, no, it's just water. We didn't put alcohol in there.
At this time, I was 21. So.
Yeah, I wasn't 21 before this. Like, I recently... Yeah, I had my 21st birthday a couple days ago, but...
Yeah, that was fun.
Originally, we were going to do this director's commentary, like, earlier, but...
Yeah, the funniest thing is, after his birthday, we added, like, 5 more movies onto the list.
Well, yeah, I want to give you that Wolverine movie to direct, because it's shorter, and it's something that's up your alley.
Mitchell thinks it's not a good idea.
I mean, it could be up to you. Like, it's your film. I want to give you guys at least one film to direct before I go, to test. And it doesn't have to be Wolverine. You can do something else, but...
Nah, we'll do Wolverine. I already have an idea. I have loads of funny scenes for that movie already. 3 days later.
Yeah. And then I did this scene. I did
Okay,
this
yeah,
shot.
you did this. That was awesome.
I printed out the thing. I had to make sure that I did it quick because I didn't want to, like, I didn't know if it would consider vandalism if I stapled that onto the light post there. But
it
I
would
wanted
have been
to...
funny if you just leave it and someone actually called that
Oh
number.
my god.
And what number was that?
It was just a generic number, like an 8100 number that wouldn't have led to anything. But right here, obviously following up on Praetorium.
You should have made it like an Easter egg, but it probably would have been a real number. Like,
yeah, I'd have to set that all up. It would have been.
You could have made it spell like Ethan O'Malley or something like that.
But usually, typically stuff like this is an 800 number that you call.
Yeah.
But right here, you know, my mom and this initially we were gonna have her
mom got
bald.
cancer.
Yeah, this was directly. Now we get to see the mom after it was implied from Praetorium, where we got to see just in general the stuff that happened, and Ethan, like we give him a clear motivation in this one. It's misguided. I think it's a good. I like this scene though.
It's a really good scene.
Yeah, nice little heartfelt moment, like calm before the storm. Makes you feel more bad for him when he does the bad stuff later on. But then you know it isn't
I think
him.
the funniest thing is your mother survives.
Yeah, initially.
Because I gave you the money. I do, right?
No.
Oh, never mind. Your mother dead.
Yeah.
She died of cancer.
It's pretty like, fuck no, you don't give me the money.
I give you hell.
Yeah, you give me hell and like eternal torment.
I'm pretty much, what is it? The Leviathan from Hellraiser, where I make you my own monster.
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah. If anyone gets that reference, you might be 80 years old.
Yeah.
Nah.
Oh, that hug.
That hug was so emotional because I'm pretty sure that was the last time you saw your mother.
Yeah, it technically was.
That was the
time,
last time you hugged your mother.
Because after, like, you see, like, he's about to knock on her door to
Easter
let her
egg
know.
to scream
Yeah.
more.
I remember sometime while we were filming this movie, Scream More happened. We did that.
You thought about filming Scream More during
Well,
this.
I think if
You
you
had
wanna,
the idea to film it, and then we
do you
filmed
want
it
to
right
save?
after.
Do you want to save the idea for Scream More, like just the in general, like that commentary? Do you want to do that one as well? It's 12 minutes. We can do that. You know?
Yeah, sure.
And yeah, so
Hot in this car.
yeah, let me turn on the
Yeah.
AC for a bit here, but
Just for like a little bit.
yeah,
Doesn't need to be too much.
but it's just like
Yeah, this scene, I had the camera angles idea for this one. So I kind of directed it,
yeah.
but you directed it.
I had the idea for the camera. I was the cinematographer for this. I wasn't necessarily the director of it. But
I'm going to bring this one towards me.
yeah.
Oh,
so
that feels good.
the Scream More idea, it was a pretty fun idea. I wanted it to be like a fan film. Just
Oh, yeah, it was fantastic.
I didn't expect it to get like over 1,000
Oh, yeah,
views.
thank you for that, by the way.
Yeah, thank you.
Which we'll go into that for the commentary of Scream.
Oh yeah, I remember this scene right here. I made fun of the way y'all mispronounced Lobongier by saying a Lobongier. I made fun of it, like a
You
nice
know, the
little...
funniest thing is, it took me until the end of Lobongier Syndrome 3 to figure out how to say that name. To figure out my own character's name.
Oh yeah, right here, but it's a little Easter egg to my birthday, May 19th, right there.
No
then,
way, your birthday.
And then we got the Summerfields Easter egg right there.
Summerfields, which is
yeah.
actually going to be coming back.
Yeah, as
Which
a
is going to be
short.
coming back as a short. We have some footage, right? Already?
Yeah, I gotta.
Because I do not want that footage to go to waste.
No,
I swear I risked a lot.
We're gonna redo some of that stuff, bro. We're not gonna have you guys as the technicians this time around.
Someone else gets their shirt ripped
Again,
in half.
I told you it's gonna be like a short remixed version of it. It's
Someone else gets their shirt ripped in half and covered in blood.
No.
You wanted me to die. You almost poisoned me.
Yeah.
Not really.
Like this one, like it's a good scene here. Like a lot of the cinematography in this one, like it's a lot better.
You
than
can
the
tell
others.
it's on me because it's shaky.
Yeah, but like some of the other ones, like especially the one where you're proposing to Chapman, I directed that scene. I wanted it to be
Chapman.
like following your perspective.
Yeah.
Like,
and then I had the idea to take off my hoodie halfway.
I
through.
like though
Or my
how
dress shirt.
I like that the music cuts out as soon as he interrupts you as well. That's a really cool shot and just idea. Like you're getting in your groove, and then all that.
And then I take off my hoodie, which means that I'm kind of losing my groove.
Yeah, going unprofessional.
And then I kill him.
Yeah,
but this scene, I wasn't actually here for this.
No,
You filmed this on your own.
Yeah.
Which was a really good...
The last day, he was about to talk. And then this was pretty awkward, though, because we had to film in 2 different locations there at 2 different days. So I had to make sure she saw your footage first before she talked, like, responded to that.
And I had to just talk.
Yeah.
Which apparently I'm really good at is talking to myself.
The bar scene's coming up here, I believe.
The bar scene is indeed coming up.
I believe I directed this
Human
part.
trials was successful, Laurie. Sorry.
Yeah, the bar scene right here also...
this was fun. The owner of
the
this bar
reflection.
was so... Yeah, the reflection. The owner of the bar was so nice, though.
He was so nice. He came out after we were done and
by the way,
talked to us about it.
That's how I always see lights.
Yeah, I love how, like, we had, like, the lights
You showed
right there.
everyone's stigmatism.
Yeah, not just that, but, like, the upwards
also,
angle.
you know the guy that's behind there?
Yeah,
that's the actor of Riley McMurray.
Yeah, it's just, like, as an extra.
Look, it might not be Riley McMurray.
No,
but
it's not. But we needed someone to fill the background space there.
Yeah, it was on a tripod, so you could have been there.
Yeah.
But you needed to click stop record.
Yeah.
Start recording.
And I liked how we had, like, 2 angles for this.
By the end of this, by the time we finished this, I already finished my whole drink.
You want to know something funny about this scene as well, though?
I'm a black hole of drinks.
Is that the black bars cut off you guys reading the script partially. You remember that?
So wait, we were looking at it.
Yeah, that's why you were
that's
partially
so
looking
perfect.
down as well. We
Yeah,
had
you
someone,
see right there.
someone walking their dog in the background. Yeah.
And like everyone understood that, hey, we're filming
Yeah.
a little thing here. And then they all were like, awesome. Like, people are very supportive with filming like a movie in public. They're very supportive
Yeah,
about
they
it.
were a lot more understanding. You were scared of nothing, bro. Scared of nothing.
I hate public situations. But now I don't, because it shows.
Yeah. And I like the shots as well that we did. Like, it's so cinematic. I like it. And funny thing though, this was this and Scream were the first time we started using a different app to record instead of the default iPhone.
This is the very first movie.
The Filmic Pro is what we used now to, like, sort of...
Which a little fun Easter egg for, unfortunately, after you leave, Mitchell and I are going to both invest inside of a nice camera for filming.
Nice.
So we're going to have top quality movies after August.
Not to say that, these aren't top
quality.
quality.
They are top by quality, but I mean, like, visuals. Like,
you
like
guys
180p instead of 7.
I was already looking into something, like getting more equipment and leaving it for you guys. Like a green screen and
Let me
stuff.
help. Let me help with money on that.
Yeah, well, I have a couple ideas, like different...
We need to get a nice...
Because I want to invest in you guys before I leave. And obviously the films here are an investment too. Like, I'm giving you guys the momentum.
Of course.
I'm handing you guys my legacy, and now it's your legacy too. I want you to take care of it.
100%.
Like...
Yeah, Mitchell and I are going to get a nice camera. Like, I want to get the DLXR.
Yeah, and then... This was such a fun...
because this is the scene where I became a comedian.
Where you were about
and I walked, and then I walked into the bathroom.
This is so stupid.
It was so funny.
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a great... That was, I think, the best blooper.
Yeah, I like how you were, like, not as abrasive as she was getting all huggy and all.
And I was like, okay, no, stop.
Like, you could just tell the difference, like, in people where he clearly doesn't value humanity and, like, emotions.
Okay,
while she's
hold
very
on.
Well, I'm saying, though, like, his whole...
I value humanity, at least the
you.
closest one to me.
Not you, obviously, but, like, hit the character.
No, I know.
The character.
I mean, Lobongier values humanity.
He doesn't...
Just the closest.
I don't think he does, though.
Maybe.
Like... like
I
the
mean,
wife
the end of the
ran out
movie
on
kind
him.
of, yeah, true.
And, like, this whole MO, his whole serum he's making, like, is, like, against, humanity. And
As you can see with Ethan.
Right.
You pretty much tell me to go fuck off, and then I stab you.
Yeah.
Pretty much Also, a little fun thing I'll say: half of the serum is Orange Crush.
Yeah, half of it was Orange
half
Crush.
of it's like Orange Crush, and then the other half is whatever green food.
No,
colored water.
The whole serums and the experiments and potions we were doing.
Whenever someone had to swallow,
it was
water.
Orange Crush.
Yo, I was like, get your feet off of this table.
Yeah. You directed this scene right
also,
here.
you look like Chainsaw Man, Mike.
Yeah, it was a Chainsaw Man like costume. Like,
yeah,
like the suit, you know. But I'll take the Chainsaw Man comment.
For freak's sake, get your feet off the table.
Yeah, you start like just in general, like the frustration. Like obviously, it's a little. Like,
I was just told Lori won't be able to show up.
Yeah.
So and then you try to defend her, and then I'm like, don't you dare.
Yeah, it's like, well, he's a man who doesn't like to have his time wasted. And, like it's exaggerated.
I'm pretty much evil Elon Musk.
Yeah.
To give it to you, I spend.
Cat.
Cat. I'm like a fucking dog squirrel.
Alright, so...
yeah, I did...
This was actually one of the
Lori
first
filmed this one. Yeah, this was the very first thing we filmed.
Yeah.
Pretty sure.
I remember I was a little irritated because, like, we were going on longer than we needed. Or I was used to, and so I was unfamiliar with that. So I used some of that frustration play into Ethan's frustration.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And then I think I kind of used a little bit of my frustration. So... we had some props phones-wise, which was my old phones.
Yeah.
Which I cracked the shit out of during this.
You spiked it on the ground earlier.
It was gone. And then we used my current phone. Well, not current, my newer phone at the time.
I think, in general, like, you feel more sympathy for Ethan in this one, because, like, you see he didn't want to, like, once he realizes Lobongier is crazy, he wants out, but, like, Lobongier overpowers him, and, like, no.
Of course, I'm twice your size.
Yeah. And then,
look at that! And I'm taller. You can really... And I have a gut worthwhile.
a little taller in this scene, though, like.
I'm like an...
And
this was so much fun to film.
Yeah, I remember, like, you didn't actually throw me down on the hard floor.
No,
like, we
you
had
fell.
we had blanket. We had a blanket right there.
This is so funny because you see it. At, like, the last second of this scene...
You see the dog walking out.
No, you hear me go...
Yeah, you try to contain your laughter.
Because of the freaking carpet going...
But I think the laugh, though, works, though.
It does work. So, that scene was very fun to film.
I think...
It took us 2 tries, actually, to do it.
Yeah, a lot of people...
Because originally I did push you on the ground.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were asking...
Which then I was like, maybe if you came up with the idea, maybe I push you and then we cut, and then you fall. Mm-hmm. Which was such a good idea.
Cut both of it together.
Which, by the way, it took one arm to push you.
Yeah.
Just remember on how...
No, I wasn't even... I was letting you push me, bro.
Just think about on how... I know, just think about, realistically, how physically strong
Ethan
Lobongier is.
Yeah.
Just, like, strength-wise, if he's able to push a person down.
Oh, this was a fun scene to film, too. You were in the other room. In my room.
Yeah, I could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
Oh, no, wait. I was in the other room on the phone.
Yeah.
And I was saying Bazinga. I was saying as much as I could to make her laugh. And I think I did it once, and then you were not happy about that.
Because we had to get the scene. This was at night, too.
Well, I think I took it seriously then. I know there's, like, another scene where I did have to call. That might have been in Batarium.
I think
was in Batarium whenever we were at Brogan's house.
Yeah, we were at Brogan's house.
That was at Batarium whenever I had to call.
But I think a lot of people...
Also, you can see the white shirt.
Yeah, the white shirt there.
Oh, this was funny because there's a blooper here where the chair fully fell, and then you were still stuck on the chair.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say my line here.
Because also we have camera equipment literally in the way.
There's the death. That was actually Lori hanging, just chilling in the closet.
No, I think that was her son actually.
No, that was her.
Sure?
Yeah. Initially, the whole concept was
you could see my laptop.
It was a couple weeks that happened in between, the bar scene and then him, doing human trials.
Whenever I went to go inspect his eyes, he fell.
Right.
Like, originally.
Right, but like...
So, also, I'm pretty sure you were trying not to laugh here, as,
Yeah.
like, you kind of turned a smile into, like, ah.
Yeah, because you were like...
Right
under
here,
my head
you
there.
fell.
Yeah, we had a different take.
Why did I look at your neck again?
Why did you?
I don't know. I mean, it doesn't look bad.
No. And then... Yeah, this was Orange Crush right here.
This is Orange Crush, and I bet it tasted good.
It tasted good, but I had to make it seem like the serum was, like, making me, like, unwell.
Yeah.
And that, like, imagine that, but on Trey, that when you injected her with the serum and, like, the physical pain she was going through.
We didn't see it. We didn't.
No, but, like, the implications.
See it,
like,
but...
I like the implications more than, like, the possibility of actually seeing it. Because then, like, your mind makes up the image for you.
And a sock on the floor. I'm realizing how messy I am at this very moment.
Yeah, you weren't in the... Well, you aren't in this house anymore, though.
No, I'm not. The house we're in is way worse. Just... But I think you can see the script right there.
I don't know, but...
I'm 100...
Now you're testing the pain on me, like...
I wanted to hit you with a baseball bat.
No.
Yeah. And then I said... You were like, use a knife. And I was like,
the fun thing, though, like, looking back, is that the whole dichotomy between them is that you're Abraham and I'm Isaac. I'm the sacrificial lamb. I'm the one you sacrifice for progress for God. But then... It turns out to be like something that actually happens between your character and his daughter character, where he sacrifices his daughter for his success and his fame and all that. So ironically, it actually turns out to be the case that happens.
Chapman, let's go. Oh, I did this scene. That's my laptop.
Yeah.
And that sticker there is being one of the best artists in North Ocean Hills.
This might have been one of the
weird flex.
No, one of the most kind of awkward scenes to fit in, because
there was so many people there.
Yeah, too. No, not just that, but like fitting this into the film. I wanted to integrate him again and not make him like coming out Lobongier's door feel like nothing, like out of the blue. So I wanted to have a scene.
Something funny. On our way to that convention center thing,
Lobongier, like
earlier on in this,
the one where
Lori and I went to her convention center at her like house. So
we filmed at 2 different convention centers to piece together the whole. Like,
so Lori got mixed up. Lori and I both got mixed up.
Yeah.
And then Lori and I had to drive all the way to Fort Worth, jamming out to Taylor Swift.
Yeah, it was the convention center in downtown, and then it was the
this is when shit picks up.
Center.
This is when. I think this is when I kidnapped you, right?
No, you already kidnapped me at this point.
No, I meant Lori. This is when I kidnapped Lori.
Yeah, you had blood on your arm.
Oh, there was the scene that I improv that was huge that I really love to do, and I'm glad I got to act and direct that scene.
And we got the origins to the VHS tape. Obviously, he was... I don't know if the camera caught it, but he had a camera on the nightstand.
What is Lori doing here? Why?
She was trying to make sure, like, anything all right.
Okay,
like,
here is so...
My idea for this scene...
Okay, so me standing back there was definitely my idea.
The thing I wanted to do...
So, there's a thing that is about to happen where the light accidentally falls, and the light is my phone. So when the light fell, it shines perfectly on Dr. Lobongier.
Right here.
Which is such an accidental, but so good.
Yeah. I think what I wanted... my idea for her, why she was looking around the house, was that she was trying to find... Like, she sees the blood on you, so she thinks you're hurt, and she's trying to find whatever hurt you.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was conveyed enough to the audience.
It wasn't enough.
I wasn't good enough. I wasn't like that's what his going through his mind, you know, like he wasn't good. He has so much insecurities and like has a big ego, and like he thinks that
he has a massive ego.
And tied with his insecurities, it makes him a little unstable.
Only if I was better.
Yeah. He was
so
better.
I think I said here, why would Harvard take someone as crazy as I am?
Yeah.
Which, personally, that line hit hard.
Right. Like, he acknowledges...
I think it was a tad bit cheesy for the
film. A little cheesy.
It was very cheesy. It was very
I know you guys wanted desperately for him to say his name. Like, you know who I am, Dr. I wanted to cut that out so badly because that would have been so fucking cheesy.
Did I say that?
No, I cut it out.
Good. When did I say that?
You wanted to say it on set.
I am Dr. Lobongier. That would, now, like, knowing more about films, I already know, like, no.
That would have been so bad. I like how you look at me like you already have your idea. You
Yeah,
study.
I already know everything.
You backed her into the corner. Like, I wanted to make you as intimidating as possible with this, like, with the downwards.
It's like I already know.
Yeah, with the upwards angle shot where we get it from her perspective, we see you physically taller than her. It makes you feel more taller than the audience.
Taller than her.
Yeah, well, like, in the camera angle, it makes you, seem very imposing, and then you backed her into a corner. Yeah, I think
you did this part.
Yeah, you backed her into the corner, obviously, and you see me moving into position. Like, you work the word, like, you ever hear the story of Abraham and Isaac, that activation word?
So the scene that's about to come up in about 10 so minutes? I'll explain it in a minute. Like 10 minutes.
This is such a good... Brogan was the cinematographer for this scene. I was a little upset that he didn't pan downwards to show the camera, to show the mask, though. It just, like, looks like he pulled it out of nowhere. But there was, like, a collection, like a box of masks on the ground, and I wanted to incorporate, like, the wig and the mask
there was
to be there.
Ahmed the puppet down there, too.
Yeah, as
from
well.
Jeff Dunham.
But I thought that was such a good creative way.
Oh, the robe. The robe.
I thought it was such a good creative way to, like, you know, show how he got the mask in the first place.
You randomly grabbed it.
Yeah, but it was in the, like, bundle of masks.
Bro, I'm just walking.
Yeah, we filmed these two.
And
initially,
here
this was going to be Cisneros' death scene.
Alright, here we go. We got this.
I love how we cinematographed this in comparison to the original. I think the
100% I did this.
Yeah.
Way better. I was like, take it slow, take it slow. He went fast.
Yeah.
Which at some points shocked the living hell out of me, but then eventually it worked.
I can't tell.
So, by the way, this guy here, and you, and Brogan, we're all like, ew, the blood capsule tastes gross. It did not.
You were the only one hyping it up. You were the only one like, no, I don't want to try it. No.
And then when I did, I was like, not that bad.
Yeah, you were scared of nothing.
He's smiling.
We had Ash smiling in his death. You know, that's kind of it.
To be fair, we had Ethan's death not even be a death.
Ash's death. Ash. I was going to say my death is Ash.
But Ethan's death in Lobongier 3 was so bad.
Yeah, Luke.
I even told him how to do it properly. You and me both went through it. The guy who shall not be named. You and me both went through it with the quote-unquote actor.
Yeah. And
he still managed to fail at it.
Yeah, but we already saved him. Why did that guy give me the stink eye, bro? What the fuck? There's some, like, Hispanic guy passed by, gave you the stink eye. Like, what the fuck? We are in the hood, bro.
Yeah.
But, like, no.
What the fuck, bro?
We're just doing director's commentary, bro. Chill.
Yeah, that's not normal for you. And to be fair, there are, like, bikers down there.
I like how we did the POV of, like, where I put my finger in front of the camera.
This scene was so maniacal. Because I was like, okay, you can go.
You're so evil in this bitch, bro.
I was so evil at this scene. It was like full.
I love the camera angles so much, too. Like, God, they're so good.
I was like, wait. And then I had the keys.
You could go to the cops. I don't really care. It's just,
like, you can go to the cops. I don't really care.
Like, you prevent...
It was like the thing I already wanted to do.
You present the choice to her, like...
Go to the cops. I don't care.
Like,
but
that's
just know.
Evil, bro. Like, instead of, like, her...
Like, I just love listening to this.
Because you know, like, instead of physically having her stop... Like, physically trying to stop her from going to the cops, you present her with a choice that's so evil.
Oh, that... Whoa. And here comes the choice.
You can tell, like, automatically as soon as she...
By the way, I'm pretty sure this part was improv.
The child's life or yours? And then she, like, oh, shit. Like, you're going for my sister. Like, that turns Dr. Lobongier...
It was like, I was like, oh, that's where her car keys went.
Yeah.
I lost those, by the way.
That turns her...
By the way, those are my mother's car keys, and I lost them.
It turns you from like a cheesy villain from the others to like a downright menace. Bro, like, you was evil.
And then I was just smiling, laughing also.
You looked briefly at the camera there for a bit. You blinked, looked at the camera, and then returned this.
Which, I had to laugh my ass off here.
We did this the same night we did the bar.
Yeah, we did this.
I think the laugh works because you're like, you just can't contain, like, this situation's so funny to you, like, just seeing all that.
Yes.
And then I remember I had to direct the scene, the home invasion scene, because you weren't there for that.
I wanted to be there.
It was Brogan was there for that. I know he was recording, and then I was directing.
I wanted to be here for this, and you got your acting teacher
this
after
was,
my friend
this was my
Dodge
acting,
does.
This was my acting class teacher who was doing this. We had Brogan's video in the background
of unboxing.
Yeah, the PS2 shit is so funny, but. No, she was a very great teacher.
There is one scene that I can't help but cringe at on this.
Yeah. She's a very good actress, very good. She taught me everything I needed. She was like the teacher, like the same acting teacher that me, Lori, Alex Hayes went to, who was in the other.
Your phone still recording?
Yeah, no, it's fine.
Okay, good, cool.
But
okay, yeah, she was good. I wish I met her.
Yeah,
so I could get prices on that damn class.
But like right here,
yeah.
We have her like going to.
So whenever she sees Ethan, whenever she sees like something, a walk by in her peripheral, she calls the cops, then drops the phone.
It's a classic.
And then
horror.
Goes to look.
This is the most horror like scene of the film, though.
Yeah. But then once she goes, opens the door.
I love how this shows like the payoff. You know, the whole film was building up the soldier with no emotion, like just the perfect soldier, and now we see it in action. But the
scream was like weird because it was a voiceover, right?
No, it wasn't. It was entirely her scream, though.
And then she sits there on the couch calling 911 again.
Like, I love just like Ethan stalking her from the shadows. It's so cool.
Bro, if it was me, I would have Kool-Aid Man one of your walls out of your house. I would have been like, bye.
The flashing lights scene.
This was cool.
Yeah.
Did you put seizure warning?
Yeah, I did. That was at the very beginning.
Okay.
But like this scene, like the change in colors. Even then, with here, I was experimenting with colors. Of course, like the blue indicating it's night, but like the red.
Now we have a color theorist on our team.
But like with the red, once it like I barge into the room.
Yeah.
Oh, that's just great.
And actually.
And I liked how initially she wasn't gonna have that jacket though. Ethan was you were gonna hand me the jacket originally.
Yeah.
But I figure it'd be a lot cooler if the jacket that we see in Praetorium and the first one that he was so like trying to get after was the one like one of his first kills. That's why it was so significant to him.
Like, you killed that.
And I like how he just takes out the screwdriver like.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Yeah.
So, I think
this was so terrifying. Imagine being a child seeing your babysitter being drugged. Like I dragged her. Like damn. Like Isaac was a menace. This. Like, I think the guy who shall not be named made Isaac a joke, Ethan a joke character.
But then I rebranded Isaac.
I brought him back to the dramatic, like, serious take that we
had. In Dr. Lobongier, in Lobongier Syndrome 3, you, for like a split millisecond, you can see Isaac twerking.
I was not happy with the direction they brought him into.
No.
But
after that film, we were like, no.
This was a much needed course correction for the series. I think this retroactively made it a lot better.
And this is our longest film, by the way.
I like how it's a feature length. I like how he stuck the knife in her, he left it in there, like, damn, that was metal as fuck. Dude.
Actually, technically, she could have lived. But Lori pulled out the knife.
She bled out. No.
Lori pulled out the knife. Well, whenever you get stabbed, you are supposed to keep in the knife until you get.
Yeah, but Lori was probably
attention.
like Sasha was so overcome with panic. Like,
by the way, this is the same night.
Yeah, I mean, she was so...
Whenever she pulled around, she literally went in a circle, went back in the house.
like, she was so,
Final
overcome.
scene.
Yeah, no,
Final scene. It's so
she was
dark,
so,
I can't see.
panic.
Okay,
struck.
this scream was so good.
No,
This made...
We legitimately thought she was, actually
This
in
made
distress.
fucking Laurie Strode's character from Scream look like a...
Halloween. You're thinking of Halloween.
Halloween?
Yeah, but, this...
Same thing, but,
we had to stop multiple takes.
Laurie was the Scream queen.
Yeah, we legitimately thought, she was in distress at some point, so this,
We stopped. Literally, right after this scene, I was like...
We knew we had a hit on our hands.
We fucking knew. Yeah. And this has, 900 views now, so...
Almost, yeah, but
think.
This was...
So... good.
The red, the ominous lighting right there. And then she goes ham on you,
You can see that it's not nighttime.
No, yeah, well... And then this scene, I like Isaac pulls her head back and gouges her eye out. Damn.
Yeah, that was...
This was probably the most intense ending.
This was fun to record.
Yeah.
This was definitely fun to direct.
The intensity.
Unfortunately, Brogan kind of missed out on camera angles.
Yeah.
That I wanted to do.
And then the ending where it hits even harder.
Cleaning up, which is more
Has
psychological
it has
to Dr. Lobongier
a lot
more
of the
than
title
anything.
cards. A lot of the title cards could have multiple meanings to them.
Also, we had to wait a week for
I wanted it to
rain.
be raining while I was filming this.
And it wasn't raining that much.
To be fair, it was raining enough to the point where you
By
could
the way,
still tell.
computer setup.
Yeah, where you could tell it was raining. You could tell the point of the scene where the rain symbolizes washing over of
By the
new.
way, I was mewing here.
Shut up. Okay. Let me talk about this. So, the rain symbolizes the washing over of a new era. So he's washing over his past of this, and he's becoming the Lobongier we know from the trilogy.
Like the one who kind of loses everything.
And the leaf and the water symbolizes life, new life, but it's now being drowned out by water. So that's the symbolizing.
This
of the
is
ending.
when he found out that Sasha Elser
was his daughter.
Is really Sasha Lobongier.
Phoenix Lobongier was her name.
Which means he killed his damn daughter.
Yeah,
daughters,
and
actually.
And that's where the whole self-fulfilling prophecy of Abraham and Isaac comes back into play, like an ironic twist of fate.
Then Isaac killed him.
And then
I killed Isaac.
Yeah,
the thing is, I technically got revenge.
Yeah.
Also, I wish I had that ring. I lost.
Well, at that point, it wasn't really about revenge when you kill Isaac. It's more so he broke free of
that
the
hair is a
control.
mess.
But I just loved this. I took inspiration from Buffy the Vampire Slayer here. When
you did do that.
When you were just overcome with grief. You didn't know how to process. You're just going about your normal life, just trying.
What did I grab there? Everything. Like a milk jug?
I think it was a water jug, but I love this shot so much. The light. You
filmed this.
You were enveloped in darkness. Your feelings of darkness, but while
you directed this.
Yeah, just the visuals of you're enveloped in darkness, your mind, and you have a window just life and just light and dark. It just play you're so close to the dark to the light, but you're so far.
You're so dark.
Yeah. This was legitimately
beautiful.
Better. Yeah.
This is so beautiful.
Legitimately better than Preterim, in my opinion, though. But I'm serious, from a visual standpoint, from a directing 100%. Standpoint, from writing, just the visual and the story of this guy delving into insanity and becoming the villain.
Our movies are deep.
Yeah, well now they're getting deeper. Though.
Now they're getting even deeper.
And the queso was obviously the levity.
Just
that
a joke.
We needed some levity here and there.
Which queso is about to see it too, I think.
Hopefully.
Flamingo.
Yeah, this scene though.
You could see a flamingo.
Initially, this got copyright claimed because of the song we used.
And then
I knew the
guy. You appealed
yeah, because I knew the guy. From when I was working at Burger King, I knew the guy. I hit him up. I'm like, hey, can we use your song Dark Sidious? I sent him a sample. He's like, yeah, absolutely. And then I sent him the copyright notes, like, hey, can you help me with this? And yeah, sure. And we gotta take it down. I think it's more so just the the brand.
The leaf in the water.
I think it's more so
also
just
and boom, movie's over.
I think it was more so
the
just
the
copyright.
Yeah. The post credit this was the very first thing we get to see of Mitchell.
No, this is not the first one though.
He wasn't in Batarium.
He was technically.
He got replaced.
No,
by,
he was in Batarium. If in the very, very opening when the guy walks out of the house, that was him.
I need to watch Batarium again.
Yeah, so he was uncredited though, but technically this is the first voice appearance though.
Voice appearance, yes.
I want to say so much about Lobongier Syndrome Penultimate. I want to say so much, but I want to save that for the remakes though. I want to save those because I want to remix some stuff around and make it better.
Once you come back from the Navy, you want to remake them.
It's going to be so much better. Well, when we go into the industry, I want to potentially remake them and all that.
But with better writers.
Right. I think that... you call me a bad writer, fuck you. But I think, honestly, the best...
I mean, with actually, professional writers. You know what I mean.
The best film we have coming up, I think, is obviously... It's
Queso.
we already released. I think the best film we're going to release, upcoming, is probably Pencil Guy, in my opinion.
Pencil Guy? I think Believer or whatever.
It's Beyond might be the most emotional, but Pencil Guy from a creative standpoint, from a writing standpoint, Pencil Guy, an animated film with South Park, it's gonna be so good. I don't want to spoil so much.
This is voiced by Mitchell.
I love the costume though for him as well.
Which cool Mitchell might be going back to college soon, so whoever is in charge of FRB is either me or Brogan. Because Mitchell will be living in a dorm. But Brogan will...
When I initially talked to Brogan about it, he kind of shot me down on him being the director.
Am I the only one, willing, if I was offered to it, just take it up? Am I the only one willing?
Would you be able to keep all that stuff safe?
I'll be able to keep the flash drive safe, the film stuff safe, 100%.
Right. Will you be around still? All right, that's
a good question.
All right,
I don't know.
That was the Dr. Lobongier.
I'm gonna tell you this now.
Let's talk about this after.
Okay, yeah, after.
That has been the Dr. Lobongier director's commentary featuring Ross and me. Thank you so much for watching.
With deep felt conversations.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.